Hello everyone, and welcome back to Let's Play Dragon Age Origins, and welcome to Set 15. Now, before we get started, since it's been asked at least a couple of times now, why I haven't spent my second specialization. I was actually waiting until I could get into the Pearl and have special sexy times with Isabella. That way it actually makes plot sense for her to take the specialization Duelist. So, I don't have anything else. But now I am elite. I have 2 specializations I have taken. Yes. Anyway, we have a lot of ground to cover before we can go into the Landsmeet, but before we do any of that...
As you wish.
Let's go back to camp. There's someone I imagine wants to speak with us.
You look so tired, my dear. It's all this constant walking and fighting. I think I know what you need.
Oh my. A good night's rest, maybe.
I'm thinking more drastic measures are called for, in fact. My thought is this. We retire to your tent, and I show you the sort of massage skills that one only learns growing up in an Antivan whorehouse.
Well. Are you suggesting what I think you are?
If you mean to ask whether or not there might be more than a massage involved, allow me simply to say that you won't be disappointed with any of the techniques I've picked up over the years.
His voice could not be dripping with any more innuendo. It's just not possible. Zevran, I don't know about this.
What is there to fear, my Grey Warden? You deserve a little fun, do you not? If you're not of a mind, however, it is no tragedy.
No, this is not going to happen. Ever.
I see. Well, there is no arguing with that, is there? I apologize if my offer was inappropriate.
And he does disapprove 10 for that. But it could be a lot worse, really. But in case, because I want to be able to have another conversation with him, his approval is a little bit low now. Sure. I'm going to go to my gifties, because I've got a couple of them for him. I've actually got a few of them for him. One of which is the medium gold bar. That's one of his particular gifts.
I shall treasure it. Thank you.
And the small silver bar.
You have excellent taste.
That boosts it up to about 78, which is not bad, actually. So, let's have another chat with him, shall we?
I did not thank you. It occurs to me now that you have freed me from the crows, and yet I did not think to thank you for it. No matter why you did it, it was done, and I the benefactor. So, thank you.
We are friends, Zevran. I was glad to do it.
You say that so quickly, and yet it is an odd thing for me to hear. In the crows, we do not have friends, and yet here you are, and I cannot help but consider you such.
And of course, since I live in the neighborhood, you're going to hear some background noises. Anyway, I consider you a friend as well.
Then allow me to say this. What we are doing here, stopping the Blight, I cannot think of anything I have ever done which is so worthy. I intend to see this through to the end with you. After all, someone must take responsibility for preventing your untimely death. A suitable task for a friend, yes?
You don't need to die either, you know.
Oh, I'm not going to die. It's always the Grey Wardens that die. Did you not read the stories as a child? The hero always dies. Unless the hero has a trusty sidekick with him, then the sidekick dies instead. I knew there was a catch. This friendship business is for the birds, I see.
But he does approve +4. So, now we're friends. The romance has officially ended.
Your wish?
Care to answer some questions?
Whatever you'd like to ask.
Care to tell me about that last mission now?
Yes, I suppose this time. You have been a good friend to me after all. There is no reason to be silent. There is a reason I accepted this mission in Ferelden, far away from home, and it had nothing to do with any thought that I might leave the crows. Meeting you, after all, was quite an accident. My last mission before this one did not end well.
What happened?
You must realize that until that day I was cocky and arrogant. I was the best crow in Antiva, I believed, and I bragged of my conquests often, both as an assassin and lover.
You were more cocky and arrogant?
Indeed. I was often told I was insufferable, right before I ended up in bed with someone. Such is how it was. One of the crow masters grew tired of my boasting. My bid for an incredibly difficult mark was accepted, much to my surprise. A wealthy merchant with many guards and completely silent. Taliesin agreed to be part of my team, as well as an elven lass named Rina. She was a marvel. Tough, smooth, wicked. Eyes that gleamed like justice. Everything I thought I desired.
And you fell in love?
Rina was special. I had closed off my heart, I thought. But she touched something within me. It frightened me. When Taliesin revealed to me that Rina had accepted a bribe from the merchant, told him of our plan, I readily agreed that she needed to pay the price and allowed Taliesin to kill her. Rina begged me not to. On her knees, with tears in her eyes, she told me that she loved me and had not betrayed us. I laughed in her face and said that even if it were true, I didn't care.
But that wasn't true.
I convinced myself it was. Taliesin cut her throat, and I watched her bleed as she stared up at me. I spat on her for betraying the crows. When Taliesin and I finally assassinated the merchant, we found the true source of his information. Rina had not betrayed us, after all.
I'm so sorry.
I wanted to tell the crows what we had done, our mistake. Taliesin convinced me not to. He said it would be a foolish waste. So we reported that Rina had died in the attempt. We needn't have bothered. The crows knew what we had done. The master who disliked me told me so to my face. He said the crows knew, and they didn't care. And one day, my turn would come.
Why would he do that?
To rub it in my face, perhaps. That I was nothing. That she was nothing. You once asked why I wanted to leave the crows. In truth, what I wanted was to die. What better way than to throw myself at one of the fabled Grey Wardens? And then, this happened, and here I am.
That is awful, Zevran. I'm so sorry.
It feels good to speak of it to someone. I swore I never would. Whatever it is I sought by leaving Antiva, I think I have found it. I owe you a great deal.
I'm glad to have you with me.
Let us return to your mission, shall we? Suddenly I do not feel like standing about.
Aww. It's sad that he only gets this character development this late in the game. It really is a shame. But we do have one more thing to do with him. One more gift, and this one's actually a storyline gift. Antivan leather boots.
That smell. This is Antivan leather, isn't it? I would know that anywhere. I don't know how you found it, but thank you.
What are you waiting for? Try them on.
But I'm not finished admiring them yet. Can you smell that? Like rotting flesh. Just like back in Antiva City. Now if only you could find me a prostitute or two. A bowl of fish chowder and a corrupt politician. I'd really feel like I was home. And the feet as well. Marvelous.
And by the way, he wasn't joking about putting them on. He really is now going to be wearing your special boots. The uneven leather boots. They, however, are really terrible, terrible boots. And let's see, it's Superior Drake Skin, Dragon skin. There we go. Yeah, sorry. I mean, I know they're good boots, but, these are better for you. Yeah, I think so. So, I give you boots only to take them off of you again. But, I think he's pretty happy with that. Do you have anything else to say?
Your wish?
I want to discuss something personal,
Again?
perhaps?
I'm game.
Ah, never mind. It would be horrible if I went through all of that just to tell him, I want you to leave. Alright, so, I am going to be doing something a little bit different right now. See, unfortunately, remember back in Redcliffe when we dealt with Jowan and we let him escape? We told him to run. There is supposed to be an encounter in this game where you run into Jowan later. Unfortunately, it was bugged and poorly coded. So, I still want to show this off to you, and there is actually a way to access it. Unfortunately, it requires a bit of a go-around. In order to get to it, you have to enter the console. If you don't know how to enter into it, you can go to the Dragon Age wiki, enter console, and it should be able to. It should have the instructions there to how to open it up for your Dragon Age game. Once you have that set up, you need to hit whatever key you have it set to, and then there is a code that they do list it also on the Dragon Age wiki under the Jowan's Intent file page. But anyway. And I'm so... because I can't actually see what I'm typing. Okay. Okay, that brought it up. Now, in order to what I want used to be repeatable encounters. Okay. I want to go to Forest. Which forest encounter do I want to trigger? Jowan. That teleports you right there. Right to the scene of whatever is going on. And, hello. Oh, that's good. Don't do finishing moves, come on. Where are you guys? Oh, why am I here alone? Oh dear, that's not good. Well, that explains a few things.
You had it coming.
Perhaps I should have done this when I had an actual party with me. Oh well.
On your guard.
It's not really essential to have a party there. Ah, poor Jowan. Okay.
You? It's you again?
Yes.
Please don't do anything to me. I've only been trying to help.
Don't be scaring good Master Laven. He saved us 3 times over.
Stay your current course, Levine. Redemption suits you.
Thank you, Warden. I will, I swear to you. Everyone, let's move. The Warden has more important matters to attend to.
Warden?
Is he seriously, like, walking around with his clone? Whoa. This is a little twitch that he did there. Oh, and there's a chest over here. Anyway, it's a short and simple and non-essential, oh, interesting. Non-essential little cutscene. But it finishes out his story, which I think is really... I want to escape, damn it. Let's go back to camp. Oh, hello. Yeah, there it is. Jowan! If you want the code to be able to access that particular cutscene, then you're gonna have to go to the Dragon Age wiki. It's not something I'm very good at describing. Anyway, triggers that cutscene, otherwise you can't actually access it. That's one of the reasons why most people haven't ever even seen it. Okie dokie. So actually what I'm going to be doing now is I'm going to cut the video off temporarily and then get back to you when I have encountered a particular cutscene. You'll see what I mean when I trigger it. So, we'll see you in a second.
How did a child survive that? The crater is still smoking. It's a boy. 5 fingers, 5 toes. That's all that matters to me. The Maker has answered our prayers. Let's go home, Marta, and raise the tyke as our own.
Welcome back to Superman reference. Meteor metal ore? Huh. That's interesting. Well. Yeah, it's one of those well-known things. If you travel along this path, it's more likely that you will trigger this cutscene. So, now that we have the star medal, let's go visit Levy up at Soldier's Peak. Or more specifically, let's go visit his brother, Mikhail. Traveling across Ferelden. Okay, I think I went someplace special there. Alrighty. What is up, Mikhail?
Warden?
In my travels, I found this strange metal in a crater.
This is star metal. If you give this to me, I will craft for you a thing of legend.
A star metal longsword. That sounds perfect.
And so it shall be.
Sadly, this is not just an awesome sword, but... oh, it's pretty damn cool looking, and you're sliding it through yourself.
I call this blade Starfang. May it serve you well. I must rest after my exertions. Warden?
So, we now have, like I said, one of the best weapons in the game. It's even better than the Paragon Longsword and Topsider's Honor. Both are pretty damn good. But Starfang is still better. So I will have to re-enchant them. So I'm going to cut the video for a second here, and when we come back I'm also going to be seeing what I can do to find another special cutscene that doesn't come up as often as it probably or possibly should. So I'll see you when I've taken care of that. See you in a bit.
Rolls the axe from this tree stump. Aye, it's wedged in there awful tight. You, sir, see if you are the anointed one, destined to pull the axe from the stump. You bloody loony you are.
The axe in the stump. Odd. Hexameter.
She did it! Maker be praised. She is the one you prophesied. You are destined to be the ruler of all Thedas. Hail to the queen!
Hey.
Hail. What? Pulling some half-drunk logger's axe from a tree is no basis for a system of government. But the good sir has such a regal manner. What? How do you mean? For one thing, she hasn't got dung all over her. Ah, that's a fair point.
Awestruck villagers. Oh my god. And a lot of them are wearing the exact same outfit. By the way, this is her new Starfang and Paragon Longsword. She is very well equipped. Topsider's Honor has been passed to Alistair. Yes. So... Anyway, so that's going to be doing it. It's going to be a short video this time, but that's going to do it for this installment of Let's Play Dragon Age Origins. I hope to see you next time, where we go and tackle some of the other quests that we need to take care of before the lands meet. So, look forward to seeing you then.